foremost authorities on hustling and con games. You've seen his unique blend of comedy, magic, and pool ball wizardry in movies and numerous television shows. He's hustled the legendary Minnesota Fats, picked Hulk Hogan's pocket, and he's stolen Richard Pryor's watch twice. So hold on to your jewelry as we welcome the two-time United States Trick Shot Champion of Pool, Chef Anton.
What a nice warm reception. Reminds me of the first time I was acquitted. Folks, I love hustling. I do. I love everything about it. Some guys feel badly about it. I wish they didn't have to do it. I'm not that guy. The more I do it, the more I want to do it. It's like a heroin addiction. It's just The point is that tonight I'm going to show you some of the same shots actually used to win the U.S. Trick Shot Championships of Pool. This first trick shot happens to be the very first trick shot ever created. I was 9 years old when I developed this shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the cue ball. It's going to hit the 2 ball and the blue ball. Blue ball, 2 balls going to hit that cue ball. That cue ball jump off the table and hit you, sir, unless you move. The first cue ball is going to come down, knock the 1 ball into the side, then move out of the way. The 2 ball will come down this narrow track, also into the side pocket. With these 2 balls gone, that 3 ball will lower down, kind of like a drawbridge. Lower this 3 ball onto the track, into the side pocket, then raise itself back up again. Theoretically. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1 shot in numerical order. Keep your eye on that 3 ball now. There's the 1 and the 2, bang, and the 3 ball just like that. Good for 9-year-old. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Now, a lot of people ask me do I play professional pool? And the answer is I do. I've won most all the major tournaments at one time or another. But a couple of years ago, I was playing in the California State 9-ball championships. And anybody that shoots pool, the 9-ball is that all you have to do is hit the lowest ball on the table first. In this case, it's the 7 ball. But whoever makes the 9 ball wins the game. So let me set the stage for you. 3 balls left. Just as I'm getting ready to hit my tournament-winning shot, there's a giant earthquake. Happens in California. Actually, it happened today. So what happens is my opponent, he gets scared. He throws his stick down on the table, lands right about there. A piece of chalk lands over here. A pool triangle falls off the light, lands over there. 7 ball by the side. 8 ball right next to it. 9 ball bounces off this rail, lands on top of the 7, like that. It could happen. So the tournament director tells me that I have to shoot the balls as they lie. Lie is the key word in this entire story. So what I'm going to attempt to do is make the 7 on the side, the 8 in the corner, have the cue ball come around the table to make the 9 ball in the same side pocket. Now anybody who shoots a little bit of pool knows when I cut that 7 ball into the side, the cue ball inherently wants to scratch there in the corner. It probably happened to you a million times. So what I have to do is what we call a power draw. I'm going to draw the ball right on this triangle to right about there, then use angular velocity or spin to spin it to the rail, spin it to the pool cue, and that rotation is what keeps it to make the 9 ball back into the side pocket. Professionally, this is known as artistic billiards. Tonight, we're just going to call this really, really tough. 7, 8, 9, 1 shot here in numerical order. Watch the spin that this cue ball will get on this one. There we go, just like that. Stay right on there. A lot of people say to me, Chef, these trick shots, they're fun, they're interesting, but they're not really practical, right? I mean, in all seriousness, a shot like that's not going to actually come up in a game of pool. So what I wanted to do is develop a shot that could actually come up in a real game situation. So imagine like you're playing 8-ball, right? You run the table, but you get a little bit nervous and you miss the 8. The jaw is right there in the corner. Now your opponent surveys the table, realizes he's probably not going to, run the table, so he plays dirty pool. It's like lobbing and pickleball. Nobody likes it. What he does is he plays it and hits the ball right on over there. Now what happens is, you look like a pool player to me, sir, right? You can't jump over the 10. You can't curve around the 10. How do you make the 8-ball into the corner pocket?
If 10 is the 8-ball.
No, you can't do that. That's illegal because that's not your ball. He's pointing around, you bank it, right? You kick it off the rail and you knock the ball in. But there's a problem if you do that, sir. You might follow the ball in and scratch, then you'd lose the game. So if this shot ever comes up for you, here's a very practical solution for this so you know what to do. First thing you want to do is steal your opponent's pool cue and place it on the table like so. What this does is it allows you now to hit it off of his stick, jumping it over the 10 ball, knocking the 8 ball into the corner pocket. But I know what you're thinking, no, that's not a practical solution, because what if jumping's not allowed? Well, if jumping's not allowed, what you want to do is steal 2 more pool cues. Place them on the table like so. See, this makes the shot much more practical. Because now what I can do is shoot it up those pool cues, hit that thin piece of leather, and have it come back down over this way. But it's really still not practical, is it? Because with any speed, this ball might jump off the table and hit you like I did earlier. So if that is something that's a concern, all you need are 2 playing cards that are taped together. Now take the playing card, jam it in the pocket like this. This makes the shot much more practical because now it acts kind of like a boomerang and it shoots the ball back over this way. But I know what you're thinking, this isn't practical again, because what if you did this shot in Florida, right? With their increased humidity percentages, you're likely to take you off the back of the 13, scratch in the corner, and still lose the game. So if you're doing this on the East Coast, I recommend removing your opponent's ball, place it on top of a piece of chalk like so. In fact, while I'm at it, I would take about 3 more pieces of chalk and about 3 more of my opponent's pool balls, kind of setting up this Rube Goldberg-style domino shot, get them right over to here. Now the question is, how are you going to get this ball to reverse direction and make the 8 ball in the corner? It's actually really simple. All that you need are 2 pool cues that are welded together. Now, take the welded together pool cues, lay them on the table like so. This makes the shot much more practical, because now what will happen is the ball jumps on top of the welded pool cues, rolls down, makes the 8 ball in the corner pocket. But I know what you're thinking. What if there's not enough speed, right, to make the 8 ball in the corner? But if you need a little bit more speed, what I recommend is getting a 5-pound roast chicken. Now, take the roast chicken, place it on the table like so. What will happen now is now the 14 ball jumps to the top of the roast chicken, rolls down the welded pool cues, makes 8 ball in the corner pocket. Now you might be thinking, well, how are you getting this ball to jump on top of a roast chicken? It's actually very simple. All you need is a ball with a fuse. Now take the exploding knife. We're going to place it right about here. Now to recap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the cue ball. It's going to come up these pool cues, hit these playing cards, do an about turn, and then start the Rube Goldberg-style domino shot until it gets to the exploding 9 ball. It will then release this cue ball off of the roast chicken, roll down the welded pool cues, ultimately make an 8 ball right there in the corner pocket. Now, there is one problem. With this much speed, sir, that cue ball might follow the 8 ball in and scratch. Which was the original problem with the shot. So, if you're worried about the scratch, what we need is a brown paper bag. What we're going to take a brown paper bag, place it on the edge of the pool cues like so. This acts kind of like a parachute. It reduces the speed of the ball by exactly 80%. Now, how the ball will escape the bag to knock the 8 ball in, that little mystery we're going to have to figure out together. And on the off chance you're doing this on a Tuesday, I would recommend going down to Cinnamon, get one of their 2 for Tuesday cinnamon rolls. Now, it doesn't really have anything to do with the shot, but it is a very nice compensatory gesture for your opponent when you beat him with this. Now, folks, I can't tell you how many tournaments I've seen people lose because they did not know this shot. The next time this shot comes up for you, you'll now know what to do. 8 ball, corner pocket, and for those of you wanting to describe this lunacy to your friends tomorrow, go on YouTube. It's called Chef Anton's Chicken and Cinnamon Roll Trick Shot. 8 ball, corner pocket. There you go, gain a little bit of speed. That's looking good so far. There you go. Oh! My goodness, all right. You know, there's a fundamental difference between trick shots and magic. This shit doesn't always work. All right, so all right, here we go. Get this lined up just like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Bring it down. There you go. That's pretty far distance. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Take 2. Yeah. Come on, that's good. Come on now. Get a little bit of speed. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. I get paid to do this stuff. This is amazing. God bless America. Now, folks, as you can imagine over the years, it has become increasingly more difficult for me to get bets from people. So I had to get a little bit creative. I wrote this book. It's called The Pool Hustler's Handbook. The #1 selling book in pool, not because it teaches you anything about pool, which it doesn't, not because it teaches you anything about trick shots, because it doesn't. This book fundamentally teaches you how to never pay for a drink again for the rest of your life. That is a great concept for a book, if you ask me, I'm telling you. Judging by this audience and this group alone, it could save you guys millions over your lifetime. I'm going to show you one of my favorite shots out of the book. The gentleman right over here, you seem like a gambling fellow to me. Had I met you in a bar, and I got a little bit thirsty, this is what I'd say to you. Say, pal, I bet you that I can make the 8-ball in the corner pocket under 3 seemingly impossible conditions. Rule number 1, the cue ball has to be the ball to pocket the 8. Rule number 2, the cue ball cannot touch any other ball on the table. And rule number 3, the cue ball can't jump over the balls or jump over the stick. But remember rule number 1, the cue ball has to be the ball to pocket the 8. If you didn't know who it was, and I'm not dressed like this, you'd bet me like a beer. 1 beer, I couldn't do it, right? Yeah, would you bet me $50 I couldn't do it? No. 2 beers. Yeah, here at the castle, that is about 2 beers, actually. All right. Watch very closely. I'll teach you guys exactly how to do the shot. This book has 50 shots just like this. All you have to do is aim right about there. 1.5 diamonds from the corner. Cue ball bounces off these 3 rails, hits the back end of the stick. The stick starts to rotate out like that, leaving a path to miss these balls, sweep those balls out of the way, and it takes you right to the 8-ball. Once you know the secret, it's actually pretty simple. It's about as simple as getting a Kurt Smashio overhead return back. All right, so here we go. 8-ball right there to the corner pocket. Now, I'm going to see if I can turn somebody here into a trick shot artist. He's a gentleman who knows how to shoot pool. Can hit the balls pretty hard, but very straight. We have an actual pool player. Can hit the balls pretty hard, very straight. Who would like to help us out? What are you guys? Yeah, come on over here, sir. Very fantastic. What's your name? Ben? All right, Ben, thank you so much. Now, Ben, what is the most amount of pool balls you ever made in 1 shot?
1.
1. Not including the cue ball.
Yeah. Well, then 2.
Then 2. All right, Ben, I'm going to see if you can make 6 balls in 1 shot. Not only about to make all 6 balls, but every ball going to a different pocket on the table. It takes nerves of steel and precision aiming. What you need to do is hit the exact center of those 2 balls, right down the middle, nice and firm, and you make all 6 balls in 1 shot. This isn't like breaking speed, but it is firm. That the idea? Okay? That's all chopped up for you. You can move the cue ball if you'd like to, Ben.
Okay.
You can move the cue ball if you want. There you go. Yeah. Which is a really wise decision because it's not like I've been doing this for over 25 years and I know where it should have been placed. Maybe your new placement is somehow better than where I've had it for all these years. I don't know. Like freaking balls in his bag. And you're like, cool God, right? Just go ahead, man. Good luck. We're gonna need it. I don't know how he shoots, but he doesn't follow instructions very well. So there you go. Right down the middle, 6 balls in 1 shot. Here we go. Amazing trick shot.
Do it, Ben. Yes.
Oh, close.
Oh, you made your 2. This is a tough shot. That's why I'm having you do it instead of me. I don't want to look that silly. Now, Ben, I'm going to give you a quick pool lesson here, okay? A very quick pool lesson. A lot of people make the same kind of rudimentary mistakes when shooting pool. I'll see if I can improve your pool game overnight, right? The first of which is when the professional places the ball for you, don't move it. All right, now, place that right about there. Get down on the shot, pretend like you're going to hit it, but don't hit it yet. Just pretend like you're going to. I'm going to kind of move you around a little bit. At the moment of impact, right there, freeze. You guys can see back here that his arm has not reached a 90-degree angle. Think of pool like a pendulum. You want to be at 0 at impact, which means this hand needs to be there, right about there. Secondly, the back end of your stick is higher than the front end of your stick. We say that he's got his jack on, like thinking like a car jack, right? He's got his jack on. So you don't want to jack on, you want to jack. You want to lower the Lastly, I want you to shoot through the ball, right? As if the cue ball was out here. If you make this, Ben, I'm going to give you a free copy of my award-winning book. Because this shot is in the book. Because you're never going to make this shot again for the rest of your life. This is your chance to shine. Down the middle, nice and clean. I'm now going to try for you guys the single most dangerous shot ever conceived. For this, I'm going to need the assistance of a big, brave male volunteer. It can be anyone in this entire audience that might want to help out. Anybody at all makes no difference to me. There are guys somewhere that I got a guy right here. They need to see you. You're going to be a lovely nurse in case something goes wrong with the shop. You want to have a nurse on board. Circle right over here. Stand right there for me. What is your name? Josh. Josh and? Luce. Nurse Luce. Okay, very good. Face towards me, Josh. Just like that. Have you ever done a trick shot before? No. You're not going to do it now either, so that's okay. Now, get up. Get up? Get up.
Oh, it's too much.
No, I want you to get up. Relax, get comfortable. He's a big girl. Kind of slide him back into shape right about there. That's good. It's close to the knee right about there. Now, Lucy, on the pool table, you notice there are a couple of balls. If you can hand them to me. Excellent choice. Sorry, I was rooting for you. She even gave me the blue one. How ironic is that? Some of these jokes just write themselves. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of chalk out of this box. It has been hermetically sealed for your safety, and I'm going to place it into your mouth. I'm then going to balance the 10 ball on top of the piece of chalk inside of your mouth. I will then shoot the cue ball like 90 miles. Wow, that's great. Yeah. Maybe a little scared. That didn't scare you, right, sir? No. He's just marking his territory. 90 miles an hour, trying to pocket the ball right there in the corner pocket. Now, I realize when I get a little bit nervous, bite down just with your teeth, just like that. You guys will notice, chin up a little bit, how closely that 10 ball is now to his jawline. The cue ball, by the way, is going to be way over here. On top of 5 pieces of chalk. Prepare us down, so you actually have to jump the ball through the air at the right trajectory to make this shot. Now, before I forget, sir, did you want a blindfold for the shot? Definitely. Oh yeah, he wants to. When he doesn't realize that he's wearing a blindfold, then I too must be wearing a blindfold. That's alright, the sight of blood makes me very squeamish. I'm glad we got the nurse on board. Alright, let me lift this up for just a second here. Here we go. Now, bite down just with your teeth. You're doing great. Oh, there, good. Right there, chin up just a little bit. Good. Alright, there, 5 pieces of chalk. 5 pieces of chalk. Let me get this straighten out just a little bit right there. Nurse, we hand you my pool cue. We'll proceed with this very dangerous operation. Is she still here? Oh, there you go. There you go, Josh. 10 ball, corner pocket. Whatever you do, sir, don't move. Oh shoot, sorry, I was way up there. 10 ball, corner pocket. How many pieces of chalk did I say? 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cue ball. Uh-oh. What happened? I missed it! Oh my God, we'll do it again, sir. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm really excited. I've always wanted to try this shot, so, it's like, I'm still kind of figuring it all out. Alright, which side did you miss on? Is this way or that way? That way, okay, here we go. Bite down just your teeth. Really great. I have you know, sir, I have taken every safety precaution imaginable. The chief one of which is having you lay on the table. But in all seriousness, I've been doing this shop for over 25 years, and all that time, I've never been hurt once. So here we go. That's great. Right over there. Good. We missed it on that side. Yeah. Don't laugh, sir. It's gonna move your targets. It can make it much harder. There we go. Just like that. That's good. All right. Let's do on that side. Let's go that way. Here we go. Had to do it blindfold, didn't we? Yeah. That was a smart decision, sir. Here we go. Okay. Shoulder, table. Getting so quiet in here, you can hear a career dropping. 2, 3, 4, 5, ball. Alright guys, I think I'm now going to actually show you the most difficult trick shot ever created. This is actually the same shot that I used to win the U.S. Trick Shot Championships of Pool. I don't know if you guys can see this ring from where we're at. But I won this at the U.S. Trick Shot Championships doing this exact shot. Willie Mosconi, Minnesota Fat, some of the greatest pool players ever have always said this is just impossible what you're about to see. I'll take 3 pool balls, place them on the table in sort of a random order, which I previously determined before the show began. We'll now take a triangle and place it on top of the 3 pool balls like so. Now here's where this shot starts to get really tough, and this is what I wanted you guys to pay close attention to, is that we're now going to try to balance. Let me get a couple of balls here. There's a lot of balls to do the shot. We're going to try to balance 6 balls, 2 at a time, on each apex of the triangle. 2 over there. 2 over here. Good. Let's go for 2 more. Right there. Learn how to just do that, you'll never pay for a drink again for the rest of it. In fact, it's in the book, right? You guys got the book, it's in the book. You can hustle all these people unless they buy their copy when the show's over with. We're now taking out a triangle, placing it on top of the 3 pool balls. And yet another 3 balls. Just yeah, I remember the first time I stacked this up, it didn't come crashing down. I was so shocked, I too forgot to applaud. Alright, here's what I'm now going to attempt to do, is to successfully recreate the shot I used to win the U.S. Trick Shot Championships of Pool. Shooting the cue ball now at the right speed and angle to pocket the 1 ball, the yellow ball, in that corner pocket. Have the cue ball replace it before this comes crashing down. Push it. Now this is a very difficult shot, so I developed 2 names for it. On the off chance that this shot works, it is known as the skyscraper shot. If the shot inevitably fails, it's quickly renamed the wrecking ball shot. But one way or another, it's guaranteed to bring the house down. Bring the house down. Only 3 people left at that joke. But that's okay, that's my goal. I mean, anyone can make like the whole audience laugh, but you make just 3 of them laugh. Means I suck. So everyone, 1 ball, corner pocket. Sorry, we'll do this on the count of 3.
1.
I guess I forgot to mention it'd be my count of 3. I kind of thought that was implied since like my show. In rehearsal, I don't remember you guys having so many speaking roles. It's not your fault, ma'am. It's that damn Sesame Street. All right, everyone together now. All right, here we go. 1 ball, corner pocket. Oh, here. That's good. 1. 2. 3 years ago, when I first developed this shot, I realized upon its successful completion, it would instantaneously get a standing ovation. I see some of you are very optimistic tonight, while most of you are not. And just so you know, so you've already been through a lot, if this shot does not work, and it's probable it won't, these balls are going everywhere. I guess what I'm trying to say is protect what's important to you. Yeah, it looks like you are. As is he, that's funny. You guys got this figured out quick. In all seriousness, this is very, very difficult. The good news is that I make this about 50% of the time. The bad news is the last show I made it. You do the math. And like I tell my wife late at night, don't blink. This happens fast. Thank God you left that joke. A whole lot better. All right. 1 ball, corner pocket. I hope I make this for you guys. This one is a really tough one. show tonight with a shot that is near and dear to my heart. Now, folks, before I forget, I would like to get a nice round of applause for the bar staff over here. All the people, really, really hard for you guys. I wanted you to help us out at the end of the show. Much appreciated. But I am going to end the show with something that is very special to me. As a performer, one of the gifts we get to give you guys is the gift of transfixing your emotions for 20 minutes, 25 minutes at a time. Sometimes you're having a bad day, bad week, bad month, whatever. We're going to take your mind off of everything, right? What people don't understand is that as the performer, it can be equally as therapeutic for us to be performing when we have some of life's struggles as well. Tonight happens to be one of those nights for me. One of my best friends, closest friends, cool mentor, father figure to me, was supposed to be here this week, and he can't. His health is failing him. He has prostate cancer, which now just elevated to complete bone cancer. I got off the phone with him this morning, and he told me that he has opted to not do chemo and let it ride for what time he's got left, and and that's that. His request to me was to videotape the show for him. He loves the show. He hasn't seen the show in a while, so so we're actually videotaping this. Thanks to the castle for allowing me to do that. So yeah, give him a little strength. Amigo, yo te amo. This one's for you, Frank the Barber. All right. That being said, let's end this on a real positive for him, because that's the way that Frank would want it. Would you mind helping me, sweetie, for just one more minute? Come right on over here. Very good. Stand right there for me. And what is your name?
Alex.
Alex, we're right on over there. Have you ever done the trick shot before? No. You're not going to do one now. And I want you to notice. I want you to get up. I want you to get. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing it. 25 years has never happened before. That's fantastic. That's so funny. Do you like to eat Italian? Cool, because I'm Italian. All right, there we go. A little card trick for you guys. You can see that all the cards are in fact different. People can have a lot of excuses how this one is done. I'm going to go through the deck. You say stop. Right there. Now we can go to the three of hearts, but then I would know what it is. Take the next one, show it around to everybody. There's lots of people here. I'll turn my back, make sure everybody gets a good look. Show it over this way. Alright, now I said, if you would sign your name for me on one of these dots, just like you'd sign a prenup. That's easy, nice, I like it. Now, some people think that maybe the cards are marked some way, and you can verify. There's no special mark, right? Nothing on the front, there's nothing on the back. There's no way I have to know what that card is, right? Fantastic. Alright, well now take your signature, we're going to place it right here. Big green sticker, easy to identify. King of Diamonds can be the only King of Diamonds in the world that has your name written on it. Here's what you're now about to see. I'm going to shoot the cue ball and the 10 ball around the table, hitting the pool cues, hitting triangles, going around the tip jar, and then hitting the hat. When it hits the hat, the card's going to shoot out of the hat like 10 feet into the air. In the air, I will try to impale your card with your name running right on your hand, right on the end of my pool cue. That'd be a damn good shot, wouldn't it? That'd be a freaking miracle if it actually works. Now, this is what I like to call a television trick shot, because this one doesn't always work. But on TV, it's never failed. You know what I mean. Anybody that's seen a Chris Angel special knows what I'm talking about. So, a little take one. There you go, very good. I forgot what our card was now. Here we go, big finale for the show. That's right, King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds has her name written on big green sticker going into the deck like so. Drop these cards down into the hat, see if we can get this going around the table just right speed to make this shot work. Here's one, here's two, that one needs a little more speed. A little more speed, that's good, a little more speed. There we go! Yeah, she got one. You can take that off. Does that have your name written on your hands up? Thank you.